What's up, YouTube? What's up, Cape Town? What's up, world? What's up, everybody? Yo, guys, today I want to talk about a serious issue, right? Now, this issue, to be honest, guys, it's a really sad, heartfelt, and even a disturbing reality that it just we have to address it, guys. We have to talk about it at least, we have to talk about it. Today, I want to talk about all the South African Zionist Jews that moved from South Africa, went over to go and live in the promised land of Israel, right? They obviously have dual citizenship, right? And they went to go and live in a land that's not theirs, and they went to go and declare that that is their land, and possibly went to go and live in those illegally built settlements in someone else's, other people's land, right? You're a South African, first and foremost. Let's get that part right. You are a South African. You have no right to go and live or claim land in other people's land. But what did South African Zionists do? They went over to Palestine and went to go and live in occupied land as settlers. Now, my question is it right for those people to come back to South Africa now that there's war in the Middle East? Now that their precious Israel is burning and is on fire? Should they be allowed to come back as South Africans after going to Israel and leaving us because they wanted a better life? They abandoned us, right? Now that times are hard over there, now they want to come back to us. Should they be allowed to come back? That's the question of the day. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know how we do. You know we're family, right? Holla. Okay, so people, let's start at the beginning, right? So you're an Israeli. No, you're not an Israeli. Wait, you're a South African. Right. You happen to be a Jewish person of South African citizenship. Then you embrace the Zionist ideology, which is cool. It's not a crime. It's not a sin, right? It's fine. It's it's the political ideology of the Judaism religion, so to speak, right? So you embrace that, right? Then you go on this birthright, right? That's what they call it, birthright. You go there, they indoctrinate you, and you go through the whole process. And then you decide, well, I'm a Jew, I'm a Zionist, and I'm going to live in the promised land. Okay, so it's the typical, well, South Africa's bad, I'm going, we're leaving, and you go. You live in Israel, which is actually Palestine. So you can live in Israel for as many years as you possibly want, because South Africa is gone down, like you claim, like you say. Not a problem. Now you've lived there for so long. Then the brown stuff hits the fan, right? Now all of a sudden, you're coming back. Now, I don't get it as to why you would leave your country of birth, your country of origin, saying that it's going down and you need to find a better place among your people. You go to the land of your people, right? Now, while you were there, you were enjoying life for the past 20 years, past 30 years, or whatever it was, however long you went, right? Now the shit hits the fan. Now you are screaming, kicking, and South Africa, you left because there was crime. I totally get that. Now you live in your adopted home because there's a war. Let's give an example. Let's say you leave there and then you move to peaceful Namibia. right? And then a drought hits. Now this famine. You leave, you're up again. Where do you go again? You see, guys, you cannot have three, four, five different homes. It just doesn't work that way. You see, how I know that Israel does not belong to the Zionists is the simple fact that the majority of those Zionists are now leaving to go back to the countries of origin, right? Do you know how I know that Israel is actually Palestine? It's because the Palestinians, no matter how many bombs are dropped on them, no matter how many bullets are rained down on them, no matter how cruel and how bad the Zionists treat them, they still stay and take that crap. Now, do they need to stay and take that crap? Yes, they do. Why? Because that is their land. They don't have any other option. They don't have anywhere else to go because that is the only land they know. So what do the South African Zionists do? They go over there. They help, possibly help also fight because some of them even registered and fought in the IDF. Went there, fought with the IDF, and they helped kick out Palestinians and they became settlers and they did all that nonsense that they were doing. They were part of that. Some of them didn't partake in the atrocities and whatever, right? But the mere fact that you went over to somebody else's land and went to and claim that as your own, guys, that's a big problem. That right there, just that right there is a big problem. You see, to be honest, right? To be honest, guys, I am talking. I'm talking as a South African I'm talking as a South African about other South Africans. I am not trying to demonize all other Zionists from all around the world. I'm talking specifically about the South African. Right. Okay. You cannot pick and choose where you want to be and when you want to be there. It's either you are with us or you are against us. That's the only way you got to look at life. When South Africa gets tough, we are here. When South Africa is good, we are here. In the midst of gangsterism, in the midst of crime, we are here. But what do others do? They up and they leave. And then they want to come back when it's all fixed, dandy and rosy. Guys, that's not fair. That is not what you call national pride. That's not what you call unity. Oh no. You see, since the Zionists want a country of their own, right? Why don't they do what the Americans, the Saudis, not the Saudis, the Emiratis did, what the Chinese have now done? Why don't they take the monies that they raise from APAC, right? Because APAC is probably one of the biggest Zionist organizations in the world, and they raise millions, if not billions of dollars, right? Why don't they go into the ocean, create an island like what Dubai did, and this, and they can take the Zionists and they can settle on a whole new island. No one will bother them. Nobody will fight with them. Nobody will accuse them of taking anybody's land. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they've got the money, they've got the budget. So what's stopping them? I mean, I'd love to say America is their biggest ally. You know, America can give them Texas. America can give them California. America can give them Hawaii. But America won't. No, 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 no. They won't. They won't. They'll rather keep them there in the Middle East and make them fight to the death and just keep them fighting over there, but not in our backyard. You see, there's something fishy. Let's look at it like this, right? Why on God's green earth? Why on God's green earth would white people go and claim land in the Middle East? and claim that is their promised land from God. White people. People. The Bible, the Torah, the Quran was all written about people from the Middle East, which means those people were Arabs. There was no white people in the Bible. They were all Arabs. Right? Arabs. So where do white people fit in the picture and say, that is our land? How? How? Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, guys, if America so much loves these Zionist people like they claim, why are they not giving them land? That's what I'm saying. What is the big issue? What is America is so vast. America is so big. Why are they not giving them land? Okay. Second thing, yes, Germany. Germany forgives them for the Holocaust, right? No, they forgave Germany for the Holocaust. So Germany felt bad, and Germany started giving them weapons so they can fight against Hamas, right? Since Germany feels so bad about what they did in the past, why doesn't Germany take them in and give them, I don't know, Bavaria, um, maybe Munich, maybe give them Dusseldorf or something, you know? Why are fellow white countries not helping their fellow white people? That's the big question you need to ask yourself. Understand what I'm saying? That is the main question. Guys, next we get into the pros. But I don't know if there's any pros. But anyway, we'll try and find any pros. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're family, right? Holla! So let's look at the pros of moving over to the promised land, right? Number one, these Zionists were happy to go because they didn't have to be among black, colored, and Indian people. They could just be among their own. That was the main reason they left. Two, they left because they say South Africa was going down, right? Cool. He left because South Africa was going down. Well, I don't know how much lower or how much down South Africa went, because when the Zionists left to go to Israel, other foreign whites were coming into South Africa. So do you really think South Africa was going down? I mean, surely some services were badly affected and, no longer function like they used to. But it was not all that bad. South Africa is still a great destination. And many people are just finding that out now. In fact, a lot of people have known about it for years. Why do you think a lot of people would never leave South Africa? No matter how hard things get here, they will still stay because there is something here. Okay, so these Zionists wanted this to live in this white utopia. Okay, true. That's what they created over there in Israel, and for sure. So you left a former apartheid state, and you went and you migrated to an apartheid state. What does that tell us? That tells us that you are fully and utterly and absolutely a person of that R word. You are absolutely a colorist. I don't say the actual term, because, YouTube doesn't allow it on the algorithm. So you are a colorist. You see color, lots of color. You probably don't even have friends of other colors. You only have friends of one color. And the only people you know of other colors are the people that work for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. I may be wrong on this, but that's the way I see it. Because where would you go from a former apartheid state and run to an apartheid state? What does it tell you? If you know right from wrong, if you know what the Torah teaches you, if you know what the Bible teaches you, if you know what the Quran teaches you, right? You wouldn't practice colorism. You wouldn't be a colorist. Now, I'm not saying that people that go to church cannot also be colorist people. No. Colorist, it's a choice. It's not a thing that a Bible teaches you. The Torah doesn't practice that. The Quran doesn't teach that. It's an individual choice that we make consciously by ourselves. We consciously make that decision to say, I choose to be a colorist. I don't want to associate with these people because of this and that and that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what these Zionists did. These South African Zionists moved over to the Promised Land because they simply didn't want to be among other colors. Point blank, period. Now they can lie and decide and say whatever they want to say. But that's the truth. Case in point, Cape Town is trying to be turned into a palm-colored only colony by a certain palm-colored group of people. And this palm-colored group of people also happen to be Zionists. Now, I mean, guys, what more can we say on this matter? The proof is in the pudding. It's all over. You can clearly see that this is what these people want. This is what these people wanted all along. They wanted a palm-colored utopia. They didn't get it. They're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. And it never will happen. No matter how much force they put and try to put. It's just not going to happen. Right. Next, we get into the cons. You know how we do. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla. Okay. So, people, now we get into the cons of this thing, right? One, the cons of the Zionists coming back. Or let's start with the cons of the Zionists leaving first, right? So first, the Zionists left South Africa for a better life in Israel. Okay, not bad. Con, they took their skills with them. One, they took their money with them. Two, they took their investments with them, right? Because they thought they were not coming back because they were moving to the Promised Land and it's going to be there forever, right? So we lost on that front because they took these valuable items with them. Okay, so we lost. That was a con. All right. Two, the con is now they want to come back. But where do they want to come back to? You understand what I'm saying? Guys, we do not need traitors. We do not need backstabbers. We do not need people who only need us in times of need or in times of trouble. The honest truth is, we've been here, we were always here, and we are always going to be here. Come wind, rain, fire, hell, water, or snow. We are patriotic. We are nationalists. We believe in unity. We believe in sticking together like glue to the very end. Unfortunately, the Zionists don't think that way. Now, should South Africa allow them to come back? My thing is, no, they shouldn't. Because I feel like they abandoned us and they betrayed us for something they perceived to be better than us, better than South Africa, right? We do not need more colorists coming back to South Africa. We need more colorists to go over to where the hell they were headed to when they left here, right? We do not need that dynamic here again. We do not need to go back to 1948. We are trying to move away from 1948 mentality. But if you're going to come here with that Israeli mentality, that Zionist mentality, guys, we do not want you here. No, no, no. Now, granted, every country has its problems. I totally get it, right? Colorism, it's not just a one-sided issue. Every race group has its problems when it comes to colorism, if you know what I'm talking about. Right. We totally get that. We were okay with our brand of South African colorism because we know it, we understand it, we live through it. That is fine. But now, if you look at YouTube videos and you go through Twitter and you spread through X and you go on TikTok, the Zionist brand of colorism is on a totally damn new level, bro. It's like on a level that we haven't yet experienced in South Africa yet. And we don't want to get there. We don't get to that point. And these people coming from there are going to bring that brand to us. And it's going to push us out of our comfort zones to go back into that whole 1948 and go into the 80s. And we don't want to go back there. No, we don't. Guys, please, no. You decided to leave. Guess what? Stay there. Fight there. Don't come back here, please. The South African government, don't allow them back because they sold us out. Get them back to where they came from, please. That's my take. That's my view. Am I right on the money? Am I wrong on this one? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla!